This one we're going to test the balance a little more. By the time you're done with this, you should feel rib cage all the way down to the ankles have been worked. So we're going to start out with dynamic balance. Let's do this first. So the way we test balance, and you can do this anytime, just to check for yourself to see where you're at. First thing we do is we bring the feet shoulder width apart, shoulder blades back, and just stand. A little bend in the knees. This is difficult for a lot of people. So this is where we always start out with any balance test is, can you do the basics right here? And hold that for 30 seconds. If you can, then you bring the feet in. Side by side, sides of the feet touching, because I want you to know where you're at. We're going to be doing this kind of thing with movement, with the feet right side by side. Make sure you can feel that. You're all good. And then, of course, the final step for all of these is to do it with your eyes closed. We're not going to do that today. So just holding in there for 30 seconds. And we're good. All right, stepping back. We're going to go into a tandem stance. But to start out, bring that right foot back and then bring it in behind the other one. So a really wide set tandem stance. And just find your balance here, but in the two legs, ball the foot to the heel, front to back. And then other side, same thing. Back, feet apart, but feet should be in the same plane if you can. And then back up. So the next one in a tandem stance is bringing the ball of the foot right next to the heel of the other foot. We're doing is we're limiting that base a little bit at a time. You find where your balance is at. No problems there. We go to the other side. Whoa. Problems there. Feet like this. Toe next to the heel of the other foot. So it's a modified tandem. And now we go to full tandem, which is back foot right, almost touching the heel of the front foot. Make sure you can balance here. And then bring it back to center. Other foot, back. Again, 30 seconds here if you can. These are great exercises to do anytime. You got a counter, you've got a wall. These are perfect. So we're going to be doing these exercises. Remember which one was right for you, whether it was the wide tandem stance, the modified tandem, or full tandem, one behind the other. All right. First thing we're going to do is just bring the heels up. Up. And back down. Up. On the balls of the feet. Foot is flat on the floor, the ball of the foot, and then back down. Concentrate more on making sure that you have that foot full surface contact than coming up high and back down. Take your time. Up. Calf muscles and shins both working here. Shins operating those toes. And back down. Toes up. This one's a little tougher. Butt out just a little bit. Toes up and back. Up. Arms forward just a little bit to help you get forward and back. A little tougher. Out. I'm having problems with this one. Up. There we go. And back. So again, you're finding that spot that's right for you. Weight on the heels of the feet only is very uncomfortable for a lot of people. And that's why so many people fall and hit the back of their head. Because what they don't do is start to bring that weight forward. Control it once you're over your base of support. Up and back. Heel raise to toe raise. Up, down, and up. Heels up, bring it down, toes up just a little bit. Get used to that feeling of rocking. What you're trying to do is find your support over, or find your balance over the base of support. Up and back. Feeling comfortable with that movement, taking it slow, so that if you do start to fall backwards, you can catch yourself. You can correct that. And down, up, and up, and back down. Tandem stance. Right here, we're going to do a weight shift with it. So feet, wherever, modified, spread, or full tandem. What you can do is just reach out. A little bit forward, just a little bit. You're putting your weight forward into that front leg, where we're used to that back leg doing all the work. On a tandem, out. And back in. Shake it out. Go again. Toes working like crazy to hold you upright. So first one was really hard. Brain didn't know what I was doing. It's like, what is that? What are you trying to do here? Once it has an idea what I'm trying to do, then it can help out. And back, bring it back. Step back. This one's a little easier because that back leg does a lot of the work here. And it's a much more comfortable position to be in. Up, stand back, weight back. Get those arms back there to give you just a little momentum backwards. Like that. Back. And up. Other side. Feet, side by side. Your legs should be getting tired. Your legs should absolutely be getting tired from this. All right. So it's a lower body workout as well. Arms out. Reach into it. Weight goes into that front foot. And bring it back to center. Take your time with it. Out. Make those muscles tighten up. Feel the feet flat on the floor all the way through this. That's where your balance is going to come from. And back up one more time. Out. And then bring it back. Whoa. Out. Up. Back. Oops, I brought the heel up off the floor. We're not there yet. Back to center. Weight in the back foot. And bring it back up again. All right. Feet wide. We did front to back with that tandem. We're going to do side to side. Up on the ball of the foot. And bring it back. Other side. Heel comes up. Everything's pointed forward. You're on the ball of the foot for right now. For right now. And up. For right now. And up. If you can, push off. And back down. Other side. Knee stays bent. As you come down, as the ball of the foot touches, that knee starts to bend to bring you nice, smooth movement into that wide squat. And push up. And push down. Up and over. And back. Other side. Up. Reach. Try to. And back down one more time each side. Up and over. Down and right there. Bring it in. Feet side by side. Shoulder blades are back. We're going to do just hands on hips. Lean forward. There are a lot of times that you're in a position where the feet, you don't have that nice, stable, wide base. You need to bring them in. The other thing this does is go backwards and then forward. Just lean into it as much as you can. Weight goes into the ball of the feet, not the toes. Always leave the toes available for balance to correct if you overdo. Forward and back. I was going to say, the other thing you're doing is when you walk, as we get older, we start to take wider base here and then take little steps. That's really bad for the whole body. Hips, knees, but you're also not picking the foot up very far. If you can get those legs in where they're supposed to be when you walk, right underneath the hips, then you can start doing these. But you got to strengthen the muscles up right here first. So back and up. We're going to go side to side. Whoosh. Over. These are small moves because it doesn't take much. Again, if you need to, bring that foot out just a little bit more. Challenge yourself, but don't put yourself in a bad situation. Over. You're supposed to be doing this controlled in a safe environment. We do it here so that when you're not in a controlled, safe environment, brain will take over for you. And back in, other side out. And back up. Shake that out. We should go to the floor. There are a couple more. We'll get those next week. Grab on to some water, get a drink, take your mat, push it out, unroll it. I left the door closed so the cat couldn't get in. I wasn't even thinking. Sorry about that. He's not there. He gave up on me. Grab your mat. And bring it down. I love dynamic balance. It is so important. And for me, I feel like I've accomplished something when I can do those moves and push off and stand on that single leg. I bobble, but I bring myself back up. And then from there, I don't have that bobble. You actually watch the brain figure out what you're doing.